I'm Sean Watson here talking about my new 2008 Watson Carbon X board. Pretty much same shape as the past 2 years, going on the third year with this shape. Made a few changes just to kind of liven the board up. Put the Carbon X in the board, and what that's doing is actually stiffening the center of the board up, and we're able to lighten the core up to actually make the board stiffer and lighter. Not stiffer all the way throughout, just in the center, so the tip and tail still has that little bit of flex, but it allows the board to be stronger. It's not liable to break as much. You can go bigger out in the flats and not have to worry about the board breaking. Board's got a very aggressive 3-stage rocker. Really good for off the wake, like wake to wake. Really creates a stiff, good pop. Makes the board fast. Lands very soft, especially with this double viral spine here in the center. The center of the board right here, this V is actually higher than the rails of the board here. So it actually, what it does is when you're landing a hard landing or any landing, it actually dissipates the water off the center of the board and makes for a softer landing, which is really good compared to the past. We've also got these very defined, sharp molded in fins, short base, so it allows for the board to still be loose out here and not get tripped up on the wake, but still allows for very grippy feeling. I'd ride it without a center fin, but if you need that extra grip, use a center fin. Also got the quad vented channels that run in between the molded in fins, and what that does is it lets the water vent off the tip of the board, lets it sip a little bit deeper in the water, and also allows for more lift off the top of the wake when you're leaving the wake. So I think that's pretty much about it. We also got the limited edition for this year. First time actually done a limited edition board, and same board, same concept, has the Carbon X in the board, but we're able to do different things with the board. Actually hand paint this red, yellow, and green, makes like a Rasta look to it. And what's actually really cool is every board is going to look different when it's pressed. We were actually in the factory and I was making my own boards, and it's pretty crazy how they actually do it, but every board ends up looking completely different the way they do this. So some of them are going to have like a little bit of swirl stuff going on in it. Others are just going to be plain like this. So it's really cool. You might as I'd recommend getting one because everyone will be different and there's only a limited amount made. We've gone over the deck of the board, but now we're going to go over the bottom of the board. Pretty much exact same thing as the normal board, except for the fact that it's got a grind base on the limited boards. And what that's going to do is if you're hitting rails and stuff, normally the boards kind of get trashed hitting a rail every day. So with this new base, it makes the board a lot stronger. It gives it a little bit more weight, but your board's going to last a lot longer. It doesn't get beat up at all, and I enjoy it. It's got a little bit, a little bit different look than the normal board. So.